You can lose weight with fruit, but what makes you feel lighter isn't on the scale. If weight is only a result, then what inside your body is truly in need of cleansing? My name is Ethan Marshall, a 60-year-old physician practicing in the United States with more than 30 years of experience in the field of holistic health. And I want to begin with a truth that may make you uncomfortable. Chances are you have eaten fruit for many years, perhaps even lost weight thanks to fruit. Yet you have never truly understood what fruit was created to do for the human body. If you have ever felt excited watching the number on the scale drop quickly, only to feel quietly disappointed a few months later when everything returned to how it was, you are not alone. Before we go any further, if you care about natural health and want to understand how your body actually works, instead of just chasing numbers, please subscribe to the channel, hit like, and share this video. Your support allows me to continue creating honest, unpolished content that offers real long-term value for health. Over many years of practice, I have noticed a repeating pattern. A large number of people turn to fruit with one very clear goal: weight loss. They hear that fruit is light, low in calories, and good for the figure. And indeed, in the first few days, the results are often exciting. The body feels lighter, clothes fit more loosely, and it feels like they are finally on the right path. But then something happens. Weight plateaus, or even comes back, and confidence begins to shake. At that point, fruit gets labeled as ineffective, not sustainable, or worse, fruit makes you gain weight. Very few people stop to ask, is the problem really the fruit, or is it the way we are expecting the wrong thing from it? The core issue lies here. Most people approach fruit as a tool to force weight down, just like another diet. But fruit was never created to serve that purpose. When you use something for the wrong function, the outcome will eventually work against you. The human body does not operate like a machine that simply gets thinner when fuel is cut. It is an intelligent biological system always trying to survive. When you focus only on weight, you overlook the more important question: what is actually happening inside your body? I have met patients in their 50s and 60s who told me they were exhausted, not because of their weight, but because of the repeated feeling of failure. They did not lack willpower. They lacked a correct understanding. That is why I want you to pause right here at this context-setting stage and face the truth directly. Fruit did not make you fail. The expectations you placed on it are what led to disappointment. Before moving on to the next part, I want to ask you one question so you can reflect on your own experience. A. You lost weight quickly by eating fruit, then gained it back. B. You have never seriously tried eating fruit. Leave a comment with A or B below. I want to know where you are on this journey. When closely examining the phenomenon of weight loss in the early stage of a fruit-based diet, one key point must be clarified. Most changes on the scale do not reflect a reduction in fat tissue, but are the direct result of temporary physiological changes in the body. First, switching to fruit often leads to a sharp reduction in sodium and processed foods, causing the body to release excess water retained in the tissues. Water makes up a large proportion of body weight, so even small shifts in electrolyte balance and water retention can cause the scale to drop quickly without any real connection to fat loss. At the same time, the digestive system is relieved of the burden of hard-to-digest foods, animal proteins, and refined starches, allowing intestinal motility and elimination to increase. As a result, long-accumulated waste in the digestive tract is expelled, leading to immediate weight reduction. Another important factor that is often overlooked is the amount of waste and residue that accumulates in the body over time. Many digestive physiology references point out that the colon is not merely a passage for stool, but a place where stagnation can easily occur when the diet lacks natural fiber and is high in refined foods. When old layers of waste are removed, the body becomes physically lighter, yet subcutaneous and visceral fat structures may not change significantly. This explains why many people clearly feel lighter and notice a flatter abdomen, while body fat percentage measured by more advanced methods has not decreased proportionally. Additionally, in the early stage of fruit consumption, energy intake is often lower than before, leading to the use of stored glycogen in the liver and muscles. Glycogen binds with water in a fixed ratio. So when glycogen is depleted, the accompanying water is released as well, further contributing to rapid weight loss. However, this remains a functional and temporary change and does not mean the body has entered a sustainable fat loss phase. Fat tissue only truly decreases when internal conditions stabilize, metabolic hormones function harmoniously, and the elimination system is no longer overloaded. Failing to distinguish the true nature of this early weight loss can lead to the misconception that fruit burns fat quickly. In reality, what is happening is primarily the removal of excess and accumulated material, not a restructuring of body composition. When these excess factors are fully cleared and the body reaches a new equilibrium, the rate of weight loss often slows or stops altogether. If effectiveness continues to be judged solely by the scale at this point, many people conclude the approach no longer works, when in fact, the body is transitioning into a different physiological phase. Understanding the true nature of initial weight loss is a critical step in avoiding false expectations and establishing a more sustainable, long-term approach to health and body weight. The core purpose of eating fruit does not lie in adjusting body weight, but in its ability to support biological and systematic cleansing of the body. From a nutritional structure perspective, fruit is a food group high in water, rich in soluble fiber, natural organic acids, and antioxidant compounds, while being far easier to digest than most other foods. When consumed under appropriate conditions, fruit does not require the digestive system to mobilize complex enzymes or large amounts of metabolic energy, thereby significantly reducing the load on the stomach, liver, and pancreas. This reduction in digestive burden creates physiological space for the body to prioritize processes beyond digestion, especially detoxification and internal rebalancing. In natural nutrition frameworks, fruit is often considered a form of biological solvent, meaning it helps loosen and move accumulated waste within the body. These substances are not limited to the intestinal tract, but also adhere to connective tissues, the lymphatic system, and intercellular spaces. When a diet high in difficult-to-digest foods persists over time, the body is forced to isolate these wastes as a defensive mechanism, leading to silent accumulation over many years. Proper fruit consumption provides biological water and mild organic acids, allowing these deposits to gradually dissolve and enter the elimination system. This is a physiological process that unfolds slowly and in an orderly manner, not a forced or aggressive intervention. Another important aspect of the cleansing objective is its effect at the cellular level. When the intracellular environment contains fewer toxins and baseline inflammation decreases, cellular function improves, positively influencing the entire organ system. Fruit does not directly cure disease, but helps reestablish the conditions necessary for the body to self-regulate and repair. This explains why many people experience changes unrelated to weight during the early phase of eating fruit, such as improved digestion, reduced head heaviness, increased mental clarity, or deeper sleep. These signs reflect the body's transition from overload toward a more balanced state. The key point to emphasize is that cleansing does not mean eliminating maximum energy or forcing the body into deficiency. On the contrary, fruit provides energy in a readily usable form, sustaining basic function while supporting elimination. When cleansing is placed correctly within a health strategy, fruit is no longer misunderstood as a short-term weight loss tool, but recognized as a foundational element in restoring biological order within the body. This shift in approach ultimately determines long-term effectiveness as it moves the focus from surface outcomes to internal processes, from scale numbers to overall physiological state. When cleansing proceeds in an orderly and uninterrupted manner, the body gradually exits a prolonged state of biological stress and enters a phase of natural metabolic recovery. Under normal conditions, the human metabolic system is designed to self-regulate energy intake, storage, and expenditure according to the body's actual needs. However, when the internal environment is toxic, elimination systems are overloaded, and digestion is under constant pressure. The body is forced to activate defensive mechanisms, including the tendency to store energy as fat for survival. As these obstructing factors are gradually removed, the need for defense decreases, allowing endocrine and metabolic regulation systems to return to their inherent biological rhythm. This recovery process does not occur suddenly, but progresses over time, as the liver no longer needs to prioritize processing large amounts of external and internal toxins. Its role in blood sugar regulation and lipid metabolism improves. The pancreas experiences reduced pressure to secrete excessive insulin, helping to limit disordered energy storage. At the same time, the endocrine axis, including hormones related to hunger, satiety, and basal metabolism, gradually regains its natural sensitivity. This forms the physiological foundation for the body to self-adjust weight without external coercion. One key indicator of metabolic recovery is energy stability throughout the day. When metabolism functions efficiently, energy is released steadily rather than fluctuating sharply, reducing the urge to compensate with emotional or excessive eating. In parallel, circadian rhythms of sleep and wakefulness improve, playing a crucial role in regulating metabolic hormones. These factors combine to create a positive feedback loop in which each small improvement in physiological function reinforces overall balance. In this context, changes in weight are no longer the result of restriction or force, but the natural outcome of a more efficiently functioning system. The body tends to gradually adjust toward a weight appropriate for its biological structure, age, and activity level. This process may be slower than rapid weight loss methods, but it is more stable and less prone to fluctuation over time. More importantly, this stability does not require constant monitoring or psychological strain, because the body has regained its capacity for self-regulation. Recognizing and respecting the process of metabolic recovery fundamentally changes the perception of weight. Instead of viewing it as a target achieved through short-term effort, weight is placed in its proper role as a biological indicator reflecting internal state. When internal systems are restored and function harmoniously, body weight adjusts sustainably, becoming an inevitable result of physiological balance rather than a product of force control. When synthesizing all of the arguments, a clear and consistent conclusion emerges. Fruit should not be assigned the role of a conventional weight loss tool, but rather understood correctly as a factor that supports cleansing and the restoration of biological order within the body. Using fruit with the goal of forcing weight down in a short time easily creates a mismatch between expectation and physiological reality, leading to familiar cycles of disappointment. In contrast, when fruit is placed in its proper functional context, the entire approach to weight and health shifts towards sustainability. Body weight ultimately is an indicator reflecting internal function, not an independent variable that can be manipulated at will without consequences. When the body must adapt to an imbalanced internal environment, weight is often pushed away from its biologically appropriate level. In that context, any effort focused solely on the number on the scale without addressing physiological foundations remains temporary. A cleansing-centered approach allows the body to gradually restore its self-regulatory capacity, creating internal stability without coercive measures. The core message here is not to deny the role of weight, but to place it correctly as a result rather than the ultimate goal. When elimination, digestion, and metabolism function harmoniously, the body automatically adjusts energy storage to meet actual needs. Weight then reflects a new biological equilibrium, more aligned with the body's structure and function at each stage of life. This adjustment often occurs quietly, without dramatic swings, and tends to be more stable over time. Shifting focus from weight loss to cleansing also carries important psychological implications. When no longer fixated on numbers, individuals can observe subtler changes in overall health, from energy levels and sleep quality to appetite stability. These indicators often appear earlier and more accurately reflect the body's recovery process. This shift in perspective helps break the common cycle of control, failure, and renewed control seen in short-term weight loss methods. Therefore, the long-term guiding conclusion is this: instead of asking how many pounds fruit can help you lose and how quickly, the more appropriate question is what burdens your body is being relieved of and how close it is moving toward balance. When cleansing is maintained properly and metabolism is restored, ideal weight does not need to be forced, but emerges naturally as a consequence of reestablished biological order within the body.